Hi, I'm Harriet.
And I'm Tanisha.
And we're going to be asking each other quick fire questions on how AI can enhance your PPC campaigns. Let's get cracking.
Let's go.
5 questions, 5 minutes. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm up first. How has AI changed PPC? I think I'm going to hand this one to you.
Yeah. No. Back in the day, it was so manual. We used to have these thing called keyword level bids, which was, as it says, bids at keyword level. And we would be increasing them by 5 pence here or decreasing them by 10 pence here, and then waiting to see what our competition was doing, and then basically daily doing that. We couldn't test in the same way we do these days, so because it was so much more rigid and so much more manual, there was less data coming through. Everything was a lot slower.
Yeah.
These days we have so much more capabilities to be getting data through, getting learning through, pushing boundaries. We also used to optimize towards the click, and that was it. So all of this target ROAS, conversion value bidding, all of that conversion action that happened on the website, we had zero visibility into that in terms of our bidding.
It was like a completely different time.
Different world targets now. Number 2?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Okay, how are the different channels responding to AI?
It's a good question. I would say with Google, with the PMAX campaigns, is seeing a lot of different optimizations that you can do there. So with ad copy and audience signals, now Google is actually telling us the user that is going to interact best with our campaigns instead of us having to put the targeting in.
And I guess you've got 20 images in PMAX, for example, as well. So it's sort of serving the right image to the right person at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. And we're seeing the same on Meta with different text variations that they're now cooking up for us, which we didn't have before. And with creative is really important on your Meta campaigns because it's serving them to the users that will resonate best.
Yeah, and we're seeing better results for it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Question 3. What AI tools, if any, would you recommend?
Oh, definitely when AI first started trending, I loved Copy AI, which was an AI tool tailored to your ad copy and for all the different channels. So if I needed inspiration for maybe some meta ad copy, it would give me the character counts, headlines, fiery text, and just save me so much time.
Yeah. How about like ChatGPT? Did you use that?
It's good, but like more for inspiration. I wouldn't rely on it.
Yeah. We've seen some corpus come out of ChatGPT sometimes.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, but it's definitely great when you're having some brain.
Yeah, I definitely use it for inspiration.
Yeah.
And I think you then need to quite heavily edit what comes out of ChatGPT sometimes. Next question, go on.
Cool. What are the future trends in AI-driven advertising?
Interesting. What's coming? I think the first thing that springs to mind in sort of AI-driven ads is going to be from Meta. And I think where historically we've built audiences based on interest or behaviors, and then we've built an ad and said, serve this ad to these audiences. It's kind of flipped 180. And now what we've been seeing with a lot of our clients is it's actually the creative that's finding the audiences. And Meta is pushing us more and more towards broad audiences, which sounds a bit scary, but I think the interest-based audiences are on the decline. I think in the next few years, I think they might disappear. And that's why the creative and the focus that you put on the creative is so important, because that is what is then finding the users that are going to convert on your website and essentially.
I definitely agree. We're already seeing audiences phasing out.
Absolutely. So, I feel like every week I was like, oh, this one's gone.
Yeah.
This one's memory. Exciting times. Okay, next question. How can AI enhance ad performance?
Oh, I'd say, again, with like ad copy and testing, there's a lot of testing that can be done and we can learn quicker from it. So with ad copy, we have a structure here where we can test the USPs, we can test questions, testimonials, and then just keep trying it on different ads and seeing what works best.
Yeah, we can sort of throw in quite a structured copy testing framework. And we can really see quite quickly, because the likes of Meta and Google are optimizing for us, what is resonating best with our audiences, which means we can test more quickly and then basically get faster growth because we're getting these learnings. But nice. Let's go. Next question. Quick fire.
This one. Will paid media agencies exist in 5 years?
I feel like I get this one a lot. I'm going to say yes. Absolutely. I think AI is naturally a massive part of our jobs now. And my role has evolved a lot since I first joined the industry, and it's probably evolved a bit since you joined as well.
Yeah.
And it's continually evolving. But the way that I see it is like AI is only as good as the people that are managing it. And it's so powerful and it can do so much for us. But at the end of the day, you need that human touch that comes in. You've seen that with the likes of some of the content that's coming out of Meta that just is so nonsensical.
Yeah.
It also is not anywhere near sophisticated enough to sort of join the dots of everything. So the data that's coming out that needs to then be applied to some sort of marketing theory or behavioral science that goes into one campaign and then report on it and send it back to the client. There's just
not there.
We're very much required in that element. And I think our roles are changing but not disappearing. So
I totally agree.
So we're good in our jobs.
Yes.
One more question. Okay. What are the challenges to consider with AI?
Or it's basically what you just said there. It's having that human touch, because AI is so powerful, but it's still being cautious of what it can put out. Even with one of our clients, we had one of their products just floating on Meta.
Like a random background.
So yeah, it's being careful and watching for those optimizations that they think could work, but
really doesn't work. Yeah. Especially with like, if you've got really tight brand guidelines as well, we have to be quite strict on what comes out of AI and what we're allowed to experiment with. And then I think, not a conversation for today, but there's a massive darker side in the ethics behind AI, and I don't know where that's going to go, but we don't have time for that.